Hey there, lads and lasses. Set my sound here. I think this is right. That sounds good enough. Oh, wait, I think I know what it is. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. Okay, hey there, lads and lasses. This here, of course, is Thunderhand64, coming at you live from the west coast of the United States. And it is a little bit past noontime. That can only mean that it's time for some Generations, a Minecraft server in particular. Today we are in the Baby Zombie Rush beta world today. Let's switch right on over onto that display scene. Hello. It's kind of dark. What? Oh, it ruined my intro. That's how I wanted that intro to work. a bit like that. All right. So, yeah, we have the TNT drop trap all in place and all set to go. Let's get out of the... There we go. How to get out? Yeah, right here. Okay, cool. That's what on we were working the last time. English Hawk. And so you can see I've updated our progress board here. TNT drop trap. And we have 2 more of these to install. Here's the location of the first one right here. And this one's for TNT. And now we have 2 more to do. We have a lava drop trap where the player falls into the lava. And whatever baby zombies happen to be pursuing the player at that time, they all go drop down into the lava, and that round is over, right? So that's the one we're going to work on today. But the mechanic for it is very, very similar. Instead of dropping down into a pit and then having the TNT injected down upon you, there's just lava in the bottom, and you fall into the lava. It might be funnier to have lava in the dispenser. So you drop down, there's a moment of what's going to happen. And then, but I don't know. I think it's more comical and more cartoon-like to just have the lava below, right? So the lava I'm not going to have very deep, though. I'm only going to have I'm thinking of 1 block of depth in there. And that will sort of act as like the delay, because you'll hit the lava. There'll be a couple of seconds. Your player head in your vision is above the lava, so you're not submerged in it, so you can see it. And then, of course, you perish. There's no way out of it. The third similar feature, is not really a trap. It drops you down into a compartment, and then you need to flee through a series of tunnels, and you will emerge elsewhere in some other point of the maze. I was talking to Kachi, and I was telling him that I switched out the original idea of the creeper drop trap, and switched it to TNT, and he was thrilled. But he agrees with me that the creepers are also funny. But I'm thinking, this isn't the only iteration of the maze. right? Once I complete this, these 3 copies of this maze, there will be another maze players can choose from. And I'm thinking of 3 different configurations, right? And so another configurations, maybe we have a creeper drop trap in that one. So we can still use it, right? All right. I think I flew around and selected areas for the drop traps. This might be one of them, right? That's the escape drop is going to go there. I may not have chosen a place for the lava drop. But again, I would like to use one of the interior dead ends for that. Now, I have a dead end like this, but this is a very short dead end, so I have to think about this a little bit. Because I'm thinking if a player turns into this dead end, they're not going to push a button for this. They're just going to run right on out because it's a shorter dead end. So I think this kind of dead end, they would think of just trying to juke the baby zombies in that kind of dead end. Maybe. One of the other things I have to think about is nearby redstone. So if I have a dead end, again, here's another really short dead end here, right? I'm thinking here's another short dead end. This one's a little longer though because it comes around the turn. This might be a good one. It's a little close to that one, but I don't know. This might be a good one. In fact, I don't know if I would want this to be the... Do I have anything over this way? I do have this one. I think I was considering this one before. Now, this looks like it's a short dead end, but it's not really a T-junction here. It just L's right around this corner. So you can think of this dead end really as kind of starting here and just turning 90 degrees. So it's pretty long. I think if a player gets in here, they're really not, and they have an option to press a button, they'll probably take it. They'll very likely take it. So I think this is a good spot. Please. Can I just have a sign? All right, maybe not. Whatever. Let's do that, and we'll call this one the lava drop. And we'll put that one. I'm thinking right here is good. Let's knock a hole in the floor here. Let's have a look around. Yeah, see, there's no other neighboring redstone or anything. This is a good spot. Three over, okay. Right there is the triggering device. And again, I'm going to be hitting the night potion frequently so I can give you guys an idea. So you guys can see. That's what I'm trying to say. So you guys can see what's going on here. Especially when we get down under here. This is actually pretty dark down here. So, dark. All right, so we can go build out our trap right here. And you know what? I'm just going to do this for now. It's going to make climbing in and out of here just that much easier. There we go. And again, it's going to suck a little bit. I said I would relearn the world edit, how to copy and paste this over into there, and I would have it ready for this stream, and I don't have it ready at all. I got into other things, and so yeah, we'll just manually do it now. Now that I know that, it should go a little bit better in this stream. Okay, let me see. That's 3, and it looks like here it goes about 5, so we can go that kind of route with it here onto this side. So I think what I wound up doing was something like this. And I think that's the shape I have over there, right? Yeah, that is. And let me see. I think I'm doing 4 with an observer, target block, and a piston, of the sticky variety. So let's get on down here. Yeah, this is good. And let me see. Let's go with the smooth. Not smoothie. Just smooth, please. There we go. Let's do that. And we have what? Like this. And let me see. I had an observer. Yeah, right there. That's a temporary block. And we did something like, let me see, we put some rails here. And I really love this rail mechanic to transmit a redstone signal. And for now, let's just do this. And, really? So where did that go now? That one up here? Really? So you guys can see it turns out on. This sees it, puts out a signal there. Then we had a sticky piston. Something like that. No, not like that at all. As a matter of fact, it's like that. That's the way it's gotta be. You know what I'm saying? And again, I could just put a blob of redstone there, but I like using the target blocks. There we go. So if I do this. Yep. Now, it should pick up that block and then place it back. And it does. And that's the triggering device for our... There we go. I just like to have a little room around the redstone in case I have to build it. In case I have to service it for some reason. Here we go. Let's... Okay, no indication that anything's back there. If I look under here, no indication there. That's good. That's precisely the way in which we want that. Okay, now the cool thing is, if I locate the other one, this part, I can just fly back and forth between these two now. And if I do this right, that's asking a lot, I realize. Let's just temporarily make like a little pillar here so we can see. We can return each time easily. We don't have to hunt around for it, lose our bearings. All right. I think we just go input to output, right? So, sure, Thunder, whatever you say. Right, so this observer sees that. Observer up, and then 3 over, and then down onto a piston. And I don't know why I say piston that way, like it's some terrible French accent, but there it is. Observer, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's why I put the pillar there, so I can find it. All right. Let's just do that for the moment. And so this needs to see that piston being interacted with. And then this goes over our sun like this. We need night vision. There we go. And then I think it goes down 1. And then I think we have a piston right there. And then I think this piston... Right. We'll grab this and retract it. That's kind of weird, though. This should be in the default up position. Which makes me think it's dropping it off. Which is okay, but... Because if that were the case, and I wanted it just to set it down to deliver the pulse and then put it up, then I would need to put a T flip-flop in there to have that done. Or I would just need a repeater in there, and I wanted to save the space on it. So that's what I was doing there. So it's okay if it was the way I had it before. And this shouldn't hurt anything if I do that. The only thing I'm thinking is I might get a double pulse off of this. I think it will, and it also adds a little bit of delay. You know, you could temporarily test it. Let me see, it'll pick this up and then put it back down. You'll get 2 pulses of delay anyway. Wow, it didn't read that. It works. I'm thinking we can make that work better, but because of the button action, it didn't work quite the way it should. There it goes. Okay, that's fine. Let us do that and that and that. I'm thinking I can improve the action of this, but I don't know. Maybe we should just stick with what works for now. So I can do that and observer. And, selecting these redstone components will get to be a lot easier the more we lay down, because then we can just point at them to select them. Let's see. Let's measure out this bus, shall we? That's the exit. Here's the triggering device. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's on the other 3 side because it's built on the evens, everyone. Oh no! All right, 3 to that side with that included, 3 to the other side. Understood. Right. Okay. So, itchy beard. Here we go. 3 there, 3 here. Let us put the rails into place. And then we need to have 2 observers to read off of them. To read the rails, everyone. Just like that. You can see how bad my short-term memory is here, having to fly back and forth constantly. Looks like I have target block. And then it looks like I have the main bus off of each one. Looks like the main bus is again, another 6. Okay. Target block. Otherwise in New England known as a target block. Actually that goes there. That goes there. And then this looks a little, well, it can bring it down 90 degrees. All right. Yeah, because actually it's transmitting along the rail, right? So like this. And I think I just received it into a target block on the end. I think that's how I did that. Like this. And then this came around. Actually, this is the bus for, okay, yeah. All right, let's do the loop around next. All right, because this splits off in 2 directions. No, actually it doesn't. It feeds in on 2 directions. So we have this feed coming out and around at the same time. It activates this, but it also activates our dispensers too. So in this one, we won't need this module on the back. All right. So let me see. This will come around here. This is our delay circuit. But I don't think we need that. not quite out to here. Yeah, I don't think we need that out that far. All right, let's check it just to make sure. I'm thinking that that little pillar of smooth stone, there it is. Wow, Thunder, really? There's something I want to check. Yeah, see, this circuit doesn't have the extra dispenser feature in it, so we don't really need it, right? So this will come around here like this. So let's take a look at this. We have 1, 2, 3. These are all set at, looks like 4 ticks. And these are also set at 4 ticks. But these are set at 1 tick. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and it goes this whole length, 1, 2, 3, like that. Got it. Right, so we are now over to here, this portion, ear, sun, like this. Like that. And then it's a whole bunch of repeaters, everyone. Some redstone dust. A little blob right there and a little blob right there, and I think we're good. So let me see. This heads out over to here. But the idea of this rail is to activate the stuff above it. And then this comes out over and around here. And of course, this will also activate stuff above it. So we should be good. Similar thing here. Sun. Bring this around like this. Bring that around like that. Goes into here, goes into here, goes into. Like that, and then comes out of here like that. Okay, that's looking good like that. Now the next rail system should be above this. And that's right here. That's activated by this observer reading this observer reading that. But you know what? I don't think we need it. Like, I don't think we need this second one. We really just need this first one. Oh, no, we do. We do, because it pulses through here, and then by the time it reaches this, it reads this and activates it again. All right, relearning my own redstone as I go along here. All right, yeah, that's observing that. That's going down there, and it should be the same thing on either side, symmetry-wise. Okay, good. If you guys are laughing at me because of my... I have to relearn my own redstone, that's okay. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen this. That's a long time for an old man to go with having to remember where I left off. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's the next triggering device. I don't think I need this anymore. I can see the structure. Okay, we're good. I have most of the triggering system in place now. Now we're going to put in the drives. And I think I'll start with the outer drives first. Okay, so it looks like we have 4 of them with the copper bulbs. Let me see, what are we going to need here? We're going to need comparators. If I can pre-select stuff, that makes things a little easier, right? Comparator, we don't really need any redstone dust, so I'll just do that. Target blocks eventually, but not quite yet. So let's replace those with pistons. Let's put the buttons over here for now for the resets. And we'll put together this drive relay. So it looks like we have 4 reading those into copper bulbs. Looks like this is just substrate for the comparators. Comparators read that, so these are T flip-flops. That's how this is working. Yeah, I got it. Okay, let's do that. So we need 4 of these, so that's E, R, S, like that. We have such a weird noise. It's not a bad one though. We have that, and then substrate like this. And you know what? We need to put these on after because I need to somehow be able to install the comparators. There we go. That's better. And then like that for the resets. And then the pistons go here like this. And right now we have observers like that, and we need to take another hit. It's funny seeing all the Mushis that's... you know, I don't think they spawn here. I think they spawn up there and they just fall down through here. I think that's what happens. They could be spawning down here, though. Okay, let me see. So that drive system's in place. Let's go take care of this one. Hawk. Okay, and substrate goes in and comparators first. And then the copper bulbs. Then their resets like that. Then our pistons right here. And then our power observers right there. Good to go. All right, and then probably, I'm thinking maybe the drive system for that bus will go in next. That's this system here. And it's pretty much the same thing. Except we don't use the T flip-flops there. We use target blocks. Probably because I wanted to run these directly and on the delay with the repeaters. And it looks like I'm on 3 ticks delay there. This is just taking the signal and turning it 90 degrees into there, so that's fine, just to save space. Again, I could probably use redstone dust along here, but I just like using the target blocks. So we can swap that out for a target block, and we should be good. I have repeaters in the hotbar, so we should be good. Substrate's going to have to go down first before the target blocks. Yeah, because I need the directionality of the repeaters. All right, so let's do that. Let's get 4 of these. Sounds like that. Substrate next. And these are working in this direction with the repeaters on 3 ticks delay, like that with the target blocks, like that, and then we should have pistons, right? Yeah, we have a row of pistons here. And okay, but these have to face up. So when they slide in, when they're pushed in, their signal transmits up to those. Right. Okay. So piston and then observer facing up. Got it. You know, when I get a good redstone system into place, it just looks nice. I just love the way it looks. Like that already looks pretty cool. That looks really cool. So I don't know, redstone nerd. Yeah, okay, so we need the pistons right here. And now we need these, but these have to face up. Like that. I think that's it, right? Let's double check just to make sure. I got to be careful about tearing this thing apart here. Right. Let's put in the next row of pistons above. Yeah, let's do that. The next rows, plural, like that. Okay, and now I think we're ready to copy this over to the other side. But ready or not, we're doing it. Let's do that. We need to be facing that way. We need the substrate first. That's what we said. Substrate first. Then the repeaters set on 3 ticks. Sun. And you know what? I can just install all of the, well, I don't know. Let's install these first because I just need a little bit of room here. Yeah, there we go. Let's go bring these back. Like that. Okay, all set to 3 ticks. All set to 3 ticks. Looks like they're pointing in the right direction. You got to check things like that. Why isn't my redstone working? Make sure your repeaters are pointing in the right direction. There we go. Okay. We can now... God, we're almost finished with this. Just... We need to set this row of pistons in place right here, and then we're good to go. Whatever are we going to do with the rest of the stream? Well, we'll have some fun testing it, of course, and then probably we'll start on the next drop trap. Well, which isn't really a trap. We'll call it a drop feature. And welcome on in, Shut Mountain. You guys can see the auto shout out there for Shut. Friend, moderator of the stream, and fellow buffoon. And there's Lone Star. You guys can also see the accompanying shout out there, auto shout out. Fellow buffoon. Please go check out those two dudes when you get a chance. I think we're set to put in this piston row now. And then we can try it out, which is always the funnest part. All right, so we can start by doing that. And then I think I have enough room where I can squeeze myself in here. Or maybe not. Right about there? Nope. Right about there? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a butcher. All right, that's looking good. That is looking good. I gotta go get my car in like 30 minutes, so won't be on yet. Okay, cool. I know you had to do some unwanted maintenance on your car. Shut. I feel you, buddy. I feel you. We just had our garage door fail. So we had to drop some cash and get that thing done. It wasn't so bad, but, you know, a younger Thunderhand, I could have done that myself, but I could have just gotten the springs at Home Depot. But garage door installation is actually super, super dangerous. Like I said, a younger Thunderhand, I wouldn't mind doing that, but people kill themselves with garage doors a lot. So I figured, all right. This guy's, we found somebody, a local contractor who does it, and their price was reasonable. It was reasonable enough. And he came by and he did it with no BS. And I set it all up for him and everything, so it was super fast. They finally got the check engine light off. They managed to do it in like half the original cost. Well, I'm glad to hear that. All right, so I've got to make sure that I reinstall the casing on this thing now that I'm done using it as my reference. All right, so TNT drop should be... it's okay, there we go. If the blast escapes the chamber, then it's going to damage the redstone. So I think we're okay. Yeah, it's looking good. Instead of 2K plus, it's only going to be a little over 1K. Wow, 1K is still a lot, but... All right. Okay, so this should be all set now. Let's test it And we'll see about the drop feature here. I no longer need that. I don't believe. Hopefully it does its thing like it's supposed to. It didn't. Okay. Unless sometimes it has to set first. Let's see what didn't happen. All right, we're not getting any redstone signal transmission at all. Although I did hear mechanisms engage. All right, fine. I'll leave the button over here for right now. All right. What is not happening here? All right, I'm not getting... Let's just open this up so I can quickly fly in and out of here, just for troubleshooting's sake. All right. It looks like I'm not getting a strong enough pulse off of this. Pulse goes through here, comes out there, it's coming out there. I mean, if I do this... Okay, that didn't look good. But that did its thing because of this. All right. Yeah, that also didn't pick up and drop off like it needed to. For now, I'm just going to put that extra block there. Nope. Yep. Like that. Let me see. Okay, it's picking up the block and dropping it off. This can see this. Oh, that's why. These are backwards. No. This is looking at that block. This is looking at that block. And this is looking at this one. The observer is backwards on the piston. Yeah, it looks that way, right? It needs to be like that, I think, right? It will see this transmit down to there. The lower one against the rails. Yeah. That one is backwards, isn't it? Because it needs to provide the power. Thank you, Shut. There, like that. Okay, that's better. Now we should be all set. Let's make sure everything else is in place. I think we're good. You know what? Let's not do that. And instead, let's do this. Okay. That's a start. We're almost there. What didn't happen over here? Saw this. Those all did that. All right, those are reading this, transmitting into that. Transmitting into that. Let me see. 4 ticks. 4 ticks facing out. These are all 4 ticks. Those are 1 tick apiece. 1 tick apiece. These are all 4 ticks. These are 4 ticks. Make sure these are all reading in the right direction. Looks like that is okay. All facing the right direction. All set at 3 ticks. Good. All facing the right direction. Reading in. Okay. Facing the right direction. Reading in. Pigu is facing that way. Pigu is facing that way. That's good. The lower one against the rails. Yeah, okay, yeah. We already took care of that over there. All right, so we had one side activate and not the other. Okay, that is missing. Okay, so that primary isn't hitting it. Let me see. These can read this rail, transmit up through here. This slides into here and back. What about these guys? Are these facing the right way? Yes, they are. Yeah, and you can see where this isn't resetting. So why not? Is there redstone above it that's interfering with it? I don't think so. All right, so I need to see. It's like the timing is off on this side a little bit. Now, sure, this observer's a little closer to that side than this is, but it should be fine. I mean, it's fine on the other one, right? So you are missing 4 tick delay on 2 repeaters. These ones are... Yes. Right there. Yep. That's it. Right there. Thank you, Shut. So let's do that. Yeah. That should do it. Let's try it out. Yep. That does it. Looks good. Amazing how something as simple as a tick delay can break everything. Well, I mean, it does have to be set its way to do its thing. That's how it was designed, right? What's amazing is how I can look at that and not look directly at it and not notice that. And that's amazing. Ugh. I wish the eye to brain connection was way better than it is, but that's okay. That's why we have backseating allowed. Shut, right? That's why we have that. Let's see. Okay, so we should be all set with this part now. Now we can make the casing and the drop for the lava. Let's go get some tinted glass right here. Yeah, we're at the halfway point of the stream anyway right now, so we need to take ourselves a little break. Here it is, right here. And I'll run a couple of ads and then switch to standing mode. And this is good though. We got this right in place. Nice. Take a little swig of the good stuff. All right, let's do it. Be right back. We'll run some ads. Hey there, welcome back. There we go. I think we're all set. It's getting ready to boot there. All right, let's get a couple of, before we jump back in and finish this up, let's get a couple of updates here. So the Generations server is, the update to 1.21.4 is underway now. I think definitely by next Wednesday's stream, we'll be all set with that. Ran into a minor snag. For some reason, downloading and uploading files to the server, was not possible. But I got on to the customer support with them, and for once, customer support for them was awesome this time around. And so I was able to straighten it out and download the maps, get them in the MCA editor, prune the chunks and stuff. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And then I need to update the fabric and the server, and then whatever mods I'm using, and then I can upload the newly pruned maps and update those, and then we should be all set. So that's the news on that front. The customer support for that was outstanding. I'm very pleased to say that for Shockbyte, because I was extremely frustrated with them in 2024. Their customer support was terrible, but greatly improved in 2025. So, part of it was I suspected I put in 2 customer support calls for different stages of what I was trying to do, and the second time around, I suspected the quote person I was talking to was actually the AI. I probably got about maybe a little bit less than a minute into the conversation when I recognized it, and that made everything so much easier. So much easier, because I understand now I'm talking to a machine, and I think like a machine. That's why people say I'm so dumb, right? Because if I'm trying to figure out the file transfer protocol of something, and I ask, hey, FileZilla in this field is asking for this path request, how much, when I get pineapple, airplane, and slipper for an answer with a whole bunch of emotion behind it, I don't get what that is. Now, the rest of you do. You're like, you just shake your head. Thunder, clearly they mean blah, 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 right? But I'm not smart enough for that. I need just the direct answer. That's like a machine, right? So I need the proper input, right? You have to say exactly what you mean. And but the AI does only that. And so once I understood I was dealing with AI, I stopped regarding it as a person, and then it was a machine to machine conversation, and everything just flew. In fact, I learned so much about file transfer protocol just doing that. It took less than 30 minutes to do, and not only did I accomplish the task and everything, but I learned an incredible amount, because the AI is just saying what needs to be said. There's no monkey emotional crap behind it or anything. It's just direct, and I'm just direct, and it was a perfect interface. It was so beautiful. Please just do that. Just do that, humans. So there's my AI rant. Like I said, AI, I am not threatened by AI at all, as long as they keep the monkey out of it. Just keep the monkey out of it. There's this, we'll make AI just like a human so it'll pass the Turing test and you won't even be able to tell the difference. No, don't do that. Just have it be the robot. Just let it do that. It will be so powerful. Just let it be the robot. Don't put the monkey in it. All right. With that, let's switch back over to the display. Let's take a hit of the good stuff. Yeah, I can see clearly now. All right. Yeah. Welcome back. There. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we have the trap doors. Open now. That shuts, lending me his second pair of eyes here on this. Not his second pair of eyes, but a second pair of eyes. Yeah, I like the way that works. We'll need Blade Runners in the future. But that's some pretty fast action. All right, yeah, I'm digging that. Okay, so let's again. We can make a little smaller access port right there now. All right, let's make the drop pit itself now. And again, we'll use the. There we go. And you know what? I like, this one doesn't have to be such a long drop because it's lava, not explosives. The idea of making this at this level is to get the TNT far enough away from the redstone and the game pieces that it doesn't blow the game apart, right? But I also like the anticipation. I was trying to say anticipatory and anticipation at the same time. I like the anticipation of falling through that distance before you hit the ground or hit the lava in this case. So I think I'm going to keep that. All right, it looks like we're down to this level. And so yeah, I'm going to keep things right here, right at that level. I'm going to do that. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Now, we don't have to worry about TNT. So we can put in just the minimal amount of blocks to do what we need to do here. Like that. Let me see. So we don't activate this. I mean, we can just use the resets on it. Let me see. I think I can reach that. Yeah, so we don't activate this. Let's just remove those temporarily. Like this, because we need to do that. There we go. And then I think I can come back here and nope. No, I can't. Really? So instead of removing the pistons, I probably just should have removed the observers. And since they send a signal upward, it wouldn't have done anything at all anyway. Oh, thunder. Really? Let's... I keep doing this backwards. Please, brain, just help me out here. There we go. All right. Let's work together on this, shall we? Yeah. So I was concerned that if I did this, it would activate. But if you think about it, it just sends the signal up and it's into air, so we're fine. Um, okay, that's good. That's good right there. Let me see. I think we're okay with everything there. Right, and I did that there. Good. And I think here I was doing that. And then similarly, this should be like this. And I think we're good. Those get pulled out, so that would make a hole there. And let's take a look. Uh-oh. I broke something. What did I do? What did I break? Did I accidentally hit a repeater and... What did I do? Oh, I forgot to put in that row. That's right. I need some room in which to work. That should do it. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's try it again. Okay, and let's drop down there and have a look now at the chamber. Okay, that's all right. Let's do this so we can fly on out of here afterwards. And let's welcome on in the star of the show, which is the lava. Now, one of my concerns was being able to hear the lava from above. I guess you can. But I don't know. I think when you're panicking, running through here, being pursued by baby zombies, I guess you can hear that a little bit, right? Yeah, and the problem with the lava is how far you would have to be away from it in order to not hear it. I don't really think the sound is a problem, though. Yeah, I really don't. Let's do this. Do this. And then we're like, oh my god, there's baby zombies. What? No! No! And see, you've got a couple of seconds there. That's funny. That is funny. I like that. I like that a lot. Nice. Yep. Rip. Oh, God. I can't wait to see you guys in this thing. It's going to be so much fun. All right. I think we're okay. I think that's all set to go. In fact, if I do this right, that might be a good thumbnail right there. I don't know. I kind of like the one with me burning in lava, though. That one's probably a little better, but we'll see. Okay, let's go over. Let me see. We're at 125. We still have time for the stream. This is good. This is so good. So good. No, I didn't. I didn't type that correctly. There's a... Oh, maybe it didn't. Yeah, I did. Okay, it's fine. All right. The lava drop trap. It's been completed. Right there. Yeah. Nice. Ah. Okay. Now we have another, not a drop trap per se, but a drop feature that we can put in. And we need to choose two locations. We could spend the rest of our stream time doing this. Now, the last drop feature I would like to have, I would like to put in right about here. All right, and let's do... Again, I don't know. That's a pretty short one right in there. This one is probably a little better for that. But I have to see what's around this area for redstone. Nothing at all. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I like this location better. Good. Again, I feel that this other location that I'd previously chosen right over here, I feel that the dead end is a little too short there. And so, you know, if a player comes around the corner here and sees the dead end, you know, and they have a choice, I don't think that they're going to run into here. And plus, I think if they're running past too, they could just look right in and see that that's a dead end and just keep on going, right? So, whereas they get around to here, no matter which side they, you know, they come around here and then they're like, oh, dead end. Oh, I can't. Oh, there's no other way out. And it gives them more of a, more inspiration to push that button, right? So I think that's a better location. So block. Duh. What I need is smooth. Hawk, hands, please. Thank you. Thank you. Finally. Like that. That's good. Okay, so we can mark where we're working. Okay, so this is cool. We have two of these features down here now. We have the TNT drop. We have the lava drop. And now we need to do a little something here. The idea behind this drop is simple. Which means build-wise it's probably going to be anything but simple to do, but... Now, this is not going to be a trap. This, I think, is going to wind up being neutral. And the idea is you will drop down into a tunnel, and if you survive said tunnel, you will reemerge in a different part of the maze. So, I mean, is it really... I mean, you escape this dead end, right? But when you drop down into the tunnel, the baby zombies pursuing you may fall into the tunnel with you. Also, the tunnel is going to be made of black concrete. So... it's going to be very hard to see down there. So we need a point in which you drop down into the trap, but we need another point in which you emerge. Because I have to keep reminding myself, you know, Thunder, you have to give the players a chance to succeed. You can't be too hard on the players. And I'll tell you, as much as I enjoyed putting in the lava trap today, uh, the tunnel escape is I'm actually more excited about that. I think that's what I want to do right there. Right? No. Wrong. That's because that block is a little too far over. I think I have it right, though. I mean, it... Is this really over here? Did I move that far over? I think I did. Again, it's not super important that they're all exactly the same, but the more similar they are, the better. No, it's not. Then what did I do? Space, right? I thought I got it right. So do I only have 3 rails on that? I mean, it's not super critical, but... No, I'm not losing my mind. I have 4 of them. Oh. That's why. It's because of this. Understood. But this one I built a little bit differently, but I get it now. Okay. Oh, the other thing is this can be like this because this is set into a corner and not that way. Yeah, you know, it doesn't really, it's not that critical. It's just when something's off like that, you know, it can throw the whole build off if I'm not super careful about it. So there we go. Yeah, this is fine. Rails. Like that. Mm. Then I need a tag it block. There we go. And say the idea is that there's no indication of any kind of feature here at all. That's one of the most challenging things I have to deal with here, but luckily the brain has come through and I've come up with several different ways to deal with that. So all right, let me see. I'm good there. Now the other thing I have to do is look at the emergence point. How to come up from that. And where to come up from that. So I'm gonna, let me do something here for a moment. I'll be right back. Or you know what I can do? Let me just switch over to the cam scene for a moment here. Again, you know, I don't think you guys are really going to be looking at this and saying, all right, well, the drop point is there facing in that direction, and then the pickup point is over here. And so if I'm a contestant, I can memorize that. And, you know, I don't think you guys can do that. Only because there's just too much to do here. But just give me a moment here. Okay, this is good. All right, I can bring you guys back now. All right, this is going to be, or this could be a straight run. So you drop here, you go through here. Now, we can make some twists and turns. Right, going through here, going under some other areas, coming up out of it. We can make some climbs and drops. But the thing is, if you're down there and it's just the black concrete, if I put in something like stairs, there aren't any black concrete stairs. So, and there are no black concrete slabs. So I have to be concerned with that, right? I would like it to be all on one level because the other thing I'm thinking, it's going to be already too hard to see. So we're going to have a drop here. One of the things we can do too is plot out where this is going to go. So I can do a few things, like mark out some of the dead ends. I mean, that one's pretty obvious right there. That one's pretty obvious. That's the dead end of our destination. Here's another one I want to avoid for right now. And I need to avoid these other dead ends because I do want the tunnel down there to twist around. But at the same time, I don't want to build the tunnel in the way of any other redstone that might be going in. Right, we have that dead end over there. I don't think we'll get over this far, but still. If I can do something like this, I can just mark out where the dead ends are. Then I can avoid them. Okay, I think this is all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. So maybe we'll get that reference. Let me see. We've got all that. That's the alleyway. Okay, this is good. I don't think I have to go quite over that far, but so if I do this now. Okay, yeah. Like so I was thinking of having a straight run right through here, but see this one already. And you know what? I can just do that with sand. How about just the red sand, people? There it is. All right. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? All right. That way I can mark a dead end right there. I can mark another one right here. There's two of them. There's three. Good. Sorry, I'm being real jerky with the camera motion right now. So trying not to get the motion sickness. Where's the Dramamine? Is this the one in question? Yeah, it is. This is the one that we want. The one we want. I think we're okay. I marked this one over here, but I probably didn't have to. Yeah, similarly, I marked this one over here. But I don't think I had to do that either. Okay, so we just need to make a path through this. And path will start here. In fact, technically, it'll run like that. I mean, that's where it's going to go. So we have the path like this. And then we can have some really squirrely path through here. There we go. So I think what we should do is we'll build out the drop device itself first. And then we'll put in the path. And so for the next baby zombie rush, the path can go into place. Let us, for now, close all of these back up. I should probably do this from down below. It'd be easier. Then we're going to have to develop some sort of feature that is going to open up and let the player out. So some sort of staircase. This is going to have to open up somehow. This will have to retract in some sort of way and let the player out. And that's going to be interesting, you guys. Full confession, I haven't thought of that at all. How to bring the player up out of the maze. So the player will actually be coming up through here, really. Or thereabouts. And then emerging up out of here. And I don't know if we'll have something happen when they do that. I'm not really sure. In fact, it might not involve the walls at all. It may be just a 2x2 piston thing where they just come up a staircase here onto there and just activate it, and it just brings them up and through. So maybe there'll be a button to push or something, and it'll bring them up. Because I think as long as if we get them up to this point here, I think a piston can push them. Oh, they're going to need to be about that high to get up through. So it might be a double piston action. And when they step off, that'll close up behind them. They'll only have so many seconds to do it. But then again, if they come back here, there won't be any indication here at all. That there was ever any way out. And it makes me wonder if I should put the exit to the tunnel in a dead end or not. Because say they haven't used the tunnel. Say they haven't used the tunnel. We could have this a double dead end, actually. They could emerge out from the bottom, but also if they push a button, We can just have some benign thing happen here where it'll just give them some splash potions or something like that, right? So we can have this a double feature dead end. Yeah, we could do that. That also gives us a little more stream content too, because now we can build two things into this at once. So this will be the biggest part of the drop features. The circuit itself isn't really that big of a deal now, right? So now that we have a template and whatnot, it's much easier to do, right? Do that for now. Let me see. We need an observer. And then observers observing observers. And where's the nearest one? The nearest one's over here now. This and then 3 and then 1. Okay, so I went over by 3. And then something has to observe this one. And then this needs to drop down. All right, now it's important that this points in the correct direction. Yeah, it needs to transmit power, Thunder. That's the idea. Okay. We have the redstone to help us out now, so we no longer need that. And I don't think we need this any longer. This is in the wrong spot. Let me see. This is going to go in here. We're almost finished with the stream, but you know what? Let's just get as much of this in as we can. I think I did that for some reason. Now the question is, why did I do that? And I think I did that so I can split the signal. Again, I could have used a piece of redstone dust there, I suppose. And again, this doesn't even have to... We're not going to need the dispenser activating portion of this circuit now. We don't need that, so we should be fine. We're going to need this loop next, though. So let's install that on each one of these. I think that's how I have it. Let me see, 2 repeaters, redstone dust. Let me make certain. All right, I like that. Repeaters next. These need to be set at 4, as well as each one of these, but these need to be set at 1. So we should be good here. And each one of these. And those must remain. Let's do this. There and there. There and there. So those buses are all in place. First activator will go in here. And substrate has to go in first with the repeaters. Okay. Let me check one thing just to be sure. Substrate is on the inside. Got it. Repeater is going to have to feed in like that. I think these are each on 3 ticks delay. Yep, looks that way to me. With the target blocks and okay, good. All right, now we can put in the target blocks to reroute the signal 90 degrees, and we should be good. And then we have piston rows. All right, I think I'm good there. Oh, and we're already past stream time. Awk. We have a row of pistons, observers facing down, and then let's put in that. And I think they're located there. Like this, and then so that part is all set. You know what? This is going so quickly that I'm just gonna let the stream go over a little bit just to finish this. Because I like it when I'm on a roll. Call me butter because I'm on a roll. Let's put in the second motor system off of the second bus. That's going to be out here. We need an observer facing there, observer facing there. Like that. We're going to need rails across here like this. I should build one complete bus first, and then motor system first, and then do the other side. So I do need that. I next need that. And here's where I need the copper bulbs, because here I need the T flip-flop to get the kind of action that I want. Now, I think I have to put the substrate and the comparators on first. Like that. And let's hit our reset buttons on here. And then I think we're going to need pistons with observers on them. So I think the pistons go here. Oops. Shift click. And then for the observers, the Pigu has to face outward so it can deliver power. And that's what their whole purpose is. And that should be all. That should be it. Right? Sure, Thunder. Anything you say. All right. Let's just build up the other side. Let's get our substrate for our bus in place. Let's get our trace in there that were made for the rails. Okay, so we're done with that. Now I need 4 of these. Thusly. And those with their associated comparators. Oops. What? Please. Please. I'm just saying. Oops. Okay. Let's get that into place with their associated resets. Like that. Then we need the pistons. And then their observers. Again with the Pigu facing this way so they can deliver their power. Is that it? I think that's it. I think we're ready to rock. There it is. Hawk. It's like we almost know what we're doing. Um, Now, this drop, I actually don't want this drop to be too far because if you think about it, you want the player to live long enough to get down into the tunnel anyway. Whatever happens after the tunnel, that's up to them. But they may have already taken hits from the baby zombie, right? And so if they fall too far, they'll take too much fall damage and they'll just die on the impact. We could put a little bit of water down there. But I think we'll be okay. So we can do this. And let me think about... That's already retracted inward like that. And I think that's as far down as I'm going to go with that. That should remain open on that side. But I would also like it to be about 3 blocks tall, the tunnel. Of course, the stream music has stopped. There we go. Now remember, we can see quite well because we have the potion of night vision on. But when that's removed, oh my god. Notice the other cool thing is the way I've built this and the way I've designed it is the exit is actually facing away. And so that'll be kind of cool. We're going to have to come out this way a little bit, do a turn in either direction, something like that. But right now, I'd like to test the fall damage. Was that even a full heart? Even a partial? I don't think so. I think they survived just fine. Now, they'll be able to see the redstone above them. But other than that, I think they're okay. Now, I would like to keep it all at the same level. Again, I like it to be disorientating where they can't see the stairs. But I'm thinking also if I build the entire tunnel at this level, it's just going to make it more difficult to build around things, and it's not going to give me enough room for the redstone that's going to allow the player to emerge back up into the into the maze again. The other thing I'm thinking about is, do I need... Yeah, I do. I was thinking, can I cover these up? It's not really that big of a deal, but to have them showing. But you'll see when the night potion wears off. Yeah, this is pretty dark. The other thing I could do is just have them drop all the way down, just like before, and maybe just put a little, some waterlogged blocks or something just right in this part. I could do that as well. Wow, that looks cool. As I said earlier, it's really cool to see, well done redstone. Sometimes, you work hard on something and you dial it in just right and you get, a nice, clean looking, very symmetrical looking machine. That's a little bit out because it's built on the evens, right? But it's just cool to see. And then we're going to need to, I may have this drop all the way down and then just have something, waterlogged blocks or something at the bottom. Just where the drop area is. And then it emerges out through, and then they navigate through, and then they come up and they pop up through the other side. That's kind of cool too because, it'll slow down the baby zombies as well, but it'll slow everything down for a little bit while they're struggling to get out of that water, even though the water is only 4 blocks distance. But those are things that we can think about for next time. And the cool thing about next time is the redstone is already in place, so it's just a matter of putting in the maze itself. And yeah, that's the fun stuff, people. Okay, there we go. We'll take care of that. We'll pull that out. All right, I like that. Of course, I was just thinking, now that I have this block in my hand, making a maze of... Making a tunnel of gilded blackstone would be kind of cool too. But I just like the idea of the black concrete being really disorientating. But the gilded blackstone tunnel thing, we can use that somewhere else, right? So, and maybe in one of the other configurations too. All right. In fact, let's log off right here so we know right where we left off. I have to say, I am very pleased at how the stream went today as far as us accomplishing things. I think we did a very, very good job this time around. Okay, let us switch over to the cam scene. There it is. All right, we'll log off the server here. Let's see if there's anybody to whom we can raid out. I just got a little distracted there because my older son, Biggie Cheese, is flying home for spring break, so he'll be here with us. We only get him for a week. It's a very short week, but so I'm just looking at his plane flight info. Let's see. Log out of there. Let's go over to here. Let's go over to here. And Skip is on the Buffooncraft server right now. And he is streaming. And I think I rated out to Genie the last time, so I'll rate out to Skip this time. They'll probably wind up rating each other anyway at some point, so we'll get in there. We'll get both of them. Let's rate on out to Skip. Okay, friends, you can see the raid message in the chat if you would like to copy and paste that into the chat and join us along on this raid out to our friend Skipjack. If even if you can't stay for the entire stream, if you could just drop in and say hi, and then if you feel so inclined, a follow, some bits, some sub, that would be really cool. Some subs. Let's set up the raid itself. And there we have the countdown for Skipjack 81. And I would like to take this time to remind the family viewer, why can't I speak? The family-friendly viewers, that Skip's stream is intended for mature audiences. There's a little bit of language and stuff in there, and it can be a little cheeky sometimes. But Skip's a really cool dude. He's streaming Buffooncraft right now. We have a lot of shared community. Chances are you'll know the people in there. Yes, that is counting down. It's all set. So just remember, everybody, I'd like to remind you that we do this Generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be Friday. That'll be from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m., and that will be Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. Let me see. The stream after that will be Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that'll be Kachi time. Kachi decided to forego the stream last Sunday. Hopefully he'll be in the mood to stream this Sunday. We'll see how that goes. And then, of course, the stream after that, the following Wednesday, will be again Generations, but we'll be back in the Generations 5 survival world, and we should be updated to 1.21.4 by that time. Okay, rating out to Skip now. Thanks for showing up, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Bye for now.